Hey, are you getting Sean on the camera there? Tell him your last name again, Sean.
Sean O'Connor.
Yeah. Jesus. How Irish can you get?
Yeah, Sean Patrick O'Connor. I got it.
Wow. Jesus God. Now, Norm, you know...
I knew a couple of Irish guys.
I bet you did.
It was... what were their names?
I didn't know him.
Oh, no, Patrick Fitzryan.
And Ryan Fitzpatrick.
What, do you know those guys?
No.
What, Patrick Fitzryan and Ryan Fitzpatrick?
No, who are they?
The first Irish gay couple.
They fit each other.
I always love Norm because he explains the joke.
Well, because he sounds just looking at me.
Oh, he does sound Irish.
Hey, Norm, when did you know? And I'm serious. When did you know you were good at stand-up?
I think he just made himself cry.
Yeah, I know, right? When did you know, okay, you know what? I might be able to make some money doing this.
You know what it was? It was like everyone else. I didn't think I'd be any good because the guy said you should do it. It was mostly that everyone else sucked.
Is that what it was? And you thought, I got to be better than this?
Kinda.
Really?
Like I didn't, because you always because when I started stand-up, I didn't know there was stand-up. Like
Right.
I thought there was like 6 stand-ups. You see them on TV.
Right, you see him on Carson.
Yeah, right.
Lucky bastards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you never thought there were actual clubs, and then when I found out there were clubs, and then they said there were amateur nights, and then when I went in there, everyone didn't seem very good, so.
So you watched it one night and thought, I can do this.
Yeah,
do you
I got
remember your
kinda
first joke?
confidence. Oh, God, they were so terrible.
Awesome.
I remember writing it down. I remember writing down my jokes on a piece of paper, and then I had spaces where the audience would say things, and then I'd say it back. Did you ever do that?
No.
Like a Mad Lib.
Yeah, like I had it all planned out what
And
they would say.
They
to
just
me.
didn't do their part, did
Yeah,
they?
they didn't have that.
We had to hand out scripts.
I paid you, man. Why am I doing your job?
Did you have, like...
But amateur night, as you know, is weird because there's a lot of like psychopaths.
Oh, my
I
God,
call
dude.
it therapy. It's
Yeah.
therapy night, especially open mics, because I've been
Oh
to a
my
couple
God,
of those,
yeah,
and you're like,
so crazy.
what is
Sorry.
wrong with you? I really do. I'm lay down when you do this.
Right.
Norm, I got real lucky in town here, and I'm like, I got to live every comic's dream, which is I get to work nonstop,
that's
great money,
awesome.
and not have to go on the road.
Yeah, that's great.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was able to do that early, even before radio and stuff.
Right.
And I just got really lucky. Well, I used to host this open mic night, and there was a guy called himself like the iron working comedian.
Oh, no.
And this is like I want to say early 90s.
Back when there was jobs.
Well, it's like right after the Kinnison dice explosion. And
Right.
everybody in the world, if you knew a cuss word, you could be a comedian,
Yeah.
And this guy got up and he wrote an opera about the N-word. And it was just that word sung in a melody.
Oh,
and
my
he did it
God.
for a minute and a half.
Wow.
Now, every comic in the room is on the floor.
Yeah.
And every audience member is dead silent. And which, as you know, someone bombing is the greatest thing you've ever seen.
It's
Is
really-
it not?
Yes. Open
Unless
mics
it's
are
you.
the funniest things ever.
Do you ever still go? You ever go?
I should, because they always are the most enjoyable things. I
I've
mean, it might look cruel to now because I've been on TV.
Was
and
the
stuff.
guy white or
What?
black that did that?
White.
Oh, my
That's
God.
why it was so insane. Yeah.
What,
And
he was a W word?
yeah, he was a.
He was an H word?
Yeah, he was an H word.
Michael Richard. The early years.
No, and you're not really like. I mean, your stand-up's never really been outrageously dirty.
No.
I mean, you'll say some crazy stuff, but
No.
I've never heard you go on a tirade or anything.
Oh,
right?
no.
Or are you doing that now?
I don't get very dirty. I mean, I swear kind of like, what do you call it? Like, just when you talk.
Yeah, like fleeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gratuitously, kind of pointlessly, just how people talk. But I don't do anything of dirty.
Do you have a favorite joke that you've ever written?
The top 10.
Oh, Sean has one.
Uh-oh.
That he wrote or that
No, that he does in his act.
of yours?
No.
Wait, do I?
Didn't you? I thought you did.
Oh, no, I don't have a favorite joke of mine.
What's one you like, though?
Like, Norm can't think of any of his jokes right now. Norm's going to show up any minute. Don't worry.
What was one of your first jokes?
Oh, my first joke is awful. It was
Let's
really
hear it.
bad. It was
dirty?
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess kind of the topic is dirty, but it's a clean, dirty joke.
Go ahead.
Say it,
If
we'll
we have
dump
to
it.
dump it, we will.
It was about Rocky 4.
Yes.
Or Rocky 5. It was about Rocky 5.
Jesus.
It was about Rocky 5.
He's young.
Yeah, I was actually Rocky too. That puts it in perspective.
It was about Rocky 5 and how he bare knuckle boxed Tommy the Machine Gun, which is Tommy Morrison.
Yeah.
And how that guy has AIDS. So you know that old saying, when you bare knuckle box someone, you're bare knuckle boxing everyone that person's bare knuckle box. Yeah.
That's a great joke. Way better than the first joke I ever wrote.
Yeah.
Oh, it was horrible. The Snickers joke. My girlfriend, literally, I used to open with this. Is so bad. I'm sorry if I seem like I'm in a bad mood. My girlfriend just broke up with me because she said I couldn't satisfy her. So I bought her a box of Snickers bars because they really satisfy. That was my first joke.
I like how you have to say at the end.
Yeah, because they really I had to explain it.
Did you close with, that's my first joke ever?
Did you bring it back?
I was so lucky, though. The first time on stage, I did well. And then the next 4 times, I just ate a giant, huge whatever.
Yeah.
But those 4 times where I bombed, I'll never forget. I can't remember any other open mic experiences, but those 4 in a row where I'm just like, why am I, like the third one, you really start to question your own sanity.
Yeah, I didn't do well for my entire first year of comedy. I bombed the entire time. I don't even know why I still do it. Like, I just bombed so hard.
Norm, have you ever seen a complete meltdown on stage? I mean, like that kind of psychotic FU audience and just somebody walk.
Yeah, where they blame the audience for their lack of.
Oh, you mean other than me?
Yeah, other than you. I mean, your stories are legendary.
Oh yeah, no, I've seen that lots. Yeah,
Yeah.
People really seem to blame the audience.
I saw Bill Hicks, in Baltimore, the old club. It used to be called Winchester's. And it was upstairs. It was a really cool comedy room. And I was hosting. I mean, I was so young, and it was Bill Hicks, man. Yeah. The first show, he's so brilliant. Like, you're just like, oh, my God. In between the first and second show, you know what a shaker glass is, bartenders use, the big tin things. Ice and Crown Royal to the top. And he just drank the whole thing in between the 2 shows and then took another one on stage. And I'm not making this up. The place used to hold like 191 people. It was sold out. He did not leave until it was me, him, the wait staff, and the owner left on stage. He made everybody walk. Like you hear guys walk a room. He literally walked everyone. And as the last person left, he said, you should be ashamed of yourself for sitting through this for as long as you did. And he slammed the mic down and walked back to the bar, sat down and looked at the owner and went, you don't have to pay me for that set. He was so insane. Did you ever meet him?
No.
Yes. Did you see the documentary?
I'm sorry, I did. No, I didn't see the documentary.
You should see it.
Yeah.
I think you'd like it.
What documentary?
It's called American, the Bill Hicks story.
Oh, did you know that?
I know, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. It's pretty awesome.
I'm young. I'm not sure you've even heard of Bill Hicks.
Yeah, who's this guy?
Shut up. You know who Bill Hicks is.
I do.
I didn't know who he was until I started working with you.
Yeah, but you're not smart. They are.
I'm glad to hear that we're actually still doing our
Hey, Norm,
show.
you still do Burt Reynolds?
No.
Come on. Greatest impression in the history
I
of
didn't like doing Burt Reynolds.
Why?
Because when I was young, he was the coolest guy. I used
still
to watch
think he
him,
is.
and I loved Smoking the Bandit.
See?
Where?
The greatest show.
You see this kid right here? Explain to him.
He's leaving.
No. Get over to the microphone, Greg.
We had this discussion 2 weeks ago.
He
Norm.
doesn't like Smoking the Bandit?
I told him
He
you're
doesn't
not
get
a
it.
man unless you think that's one of the top 5 movies ever made. And he totally doesn't get the movie.
Doesn't like the car, doesn't like anything.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
What'd you call the car? You said so.
On the microphone, dum-dum. Let's go.
I said it looked like a car from Dundalk. I said it's the same ones that are, I don't know. It's
Like
just-
a white,
it's
trashy-
It's Trans Am. Come on.
It's the coolest. I know, Norm. There's no
I
response.
guess it's cool. I
Did
mean,
you hear what Bubba Watson's going to bring to the Masters next year? There's no joke.
Oh, what?
Apparently he owns General Lee from Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh, really?
Bubba Watson's going to show up in the General League.
That's what they say, and everybody's worried because, the Masters guys, they're in enough trouble. They don't want the general leadership.
Yeah, they don't actually want the flag. I mean, they can't rebel flag. As much as they'd love to fly it, it's bad enough they got to let Tiger in the front door. You think they're going to want the General League?
Did you ever hear that joke about when Tiger goes to Augusta he's just driving through Georgia,
Yeah.
And this was a guy who told me this, a Southern guy told me this. He said, man, Tiger come up to Augusta, and he just driving by and want to play a practice round. So he goes, and the guy at the front, he's a good old boy, the guard. And he says, listen now, he says, you can't play here at Augusta now. If you want to play, there's a public course down. He goes, it's about a 4-iron down the road. Tiger says, don't you know who I am? I'm Tiger Woods. I'm sorry, the fella says. It's about an 8-iron.
Sean, Norm, you guys okay? I can turn the music down. What's the matter, Norm?
I forgot something.
I got it.
What'd you think?
Thought I lost my phone.
That's the worst.
You guys are both working on your phones. Yeah, I lost my keys earlier today.
What do you have keys for? You don't even have a
My
car.
house.
Oh yeah, your house.
So
Now,
they're gone.
Do you live in Hollywood, or where do you live out there?
I live in, Santa Monica, it's called.
Yeah,
What's
I've
your
heard of
He
it.
lives in Hollywood. Sean lives in Hollywood.
I do live in Hollywood.
What
That
part?
is true. Hollywood. It's
Downtown?
I live right above downtown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I live in an Armenian neighborhood.
Well, that's not bad if it's the Kardashian one.
Oh, yeah.
I have a feeling it's not that one.
It is not that one.
Right.
They're definitely as hairy, but they love yelling
Remember in the good old days when you could just call them gypsies?
Now, Sean, I mean, you said you knew one of our friends, Justin Daniels, who works here at 98 Rock. How did he end up in a really nice suburb of, like, Burbank, and you're in, like, hell?
Oh, I have no idea. I guess he had this sweet radio gig.
And he has a girlfrow that works really hard.
Yeah, you have a girlfriend that's helping you out?
Yeah,
He's got a girlfriend.
I have a girlfriend. She works at a
marry her.
Yeah, probably. Whoa.
Slow down, Norm.
I thought you were engaged.
No, we talk about it and stuff. But
How come,
Kimwee. Don't they call you guys Kimwee?
Kimwee? Why Kimwee?
you thinking of somebody else,
Oh,
Norm?
no, I'm thinking of Kanye and Kim. Sorry.
Now, Norm, when you were on SNL, you obviously had to follow pop culture and all that for the news stuff. Do you follow it now?
I didn't really have to follow it.
No, the writers did for you.
I mean, I would just look in the paper every day and read the headlines. But
Right.
This guy Sean knows all the popular culture. You can ask him any question.
You have deflected every.
No, I'm
question.
serious. I'm serious. Ask him a question.
Who is Khloe Kardashian's husband?
Lamar Odom.
Oh, see?
Sounds easy.
Ask him
ask
something
him-
non-Hollywood.
You ask him a hard one. No, it's got to be pop culture.
Pop culture,
It has
no,
to
you-
be pop culture.
Oh, a pop culture. Oof. I
Who
should
was
know
Kim's first husband?
He's
Oh,
going
it was
to the
that
Kardashians.
30-year-old record producer.
Damn.
I don't know his name.
I'll take that though.
What movie was just released? It's the fourth installment of the big teen movie from the 90s.
American Reunion.
There you go. Look at that.
Oh, that was
Hey,
hard.
how much money did Norm lose in 2010?
Stop. Don't make Norm mad. I like Norm.
I love Norm, but it's bad.
You can't beat him
Norm.
up too much.
No, come on. Stop
You have
it.
a problem too, you know.
What do I have a problem with?
The same thing.
No, I don't.
Dude, we were in the Bahamas. You could not walk by the damn gambling casino without stopping and going in.
I went 2 hours a day
Where were
A
you in
day?
the Bahamas?
at the Grand Bahama.
Oh, yeah.
At
Lucayan.
Grand Lucayan.
Yeah.
What's your game?
I went for 2 hours every day.
Yeah.
I walked in there for 2 minutes because I had a little bit of a buzz on from the alcohol. And I was like, what the hell? I'll go in there and check it out. I sat down at a blackjack table. First hand I lose, it's a $10 minimum. I'm looking for like the $2, the fine. It's $10. I'm like, that's expensive. Sit down. First hand I lose, I only take $20 in with me. Then I get 2 blackjacks back to back. I was like, thank you very much. Flip the lady a $10 chip and walked out.
Yeah,
That's
a big
stupid.
tip.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't have a problem.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
I like blackjack, and I've just learned craps.
Oh, I love craps.
That's something you don't want to learn.
No, you're right, but I love poker. I mean, that's the thing. I played poker for 3 hours, and it was a $50 tournament.
Yeah, poker's great because you can
lose everything you own.
No. But in tournaments, it's great because you just buy in for a fixed amount and play forever. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Have you done the World Series?
Yeah.
How many times?
4.
What's the furthest you advanced?
12th.
You finished 12th in the World Series of poker.
Yeah, not the main event.
What game?
It was 5,000.
Texas Hold'em?
Yeah. No limit Hold'em.
Wow. Then what do you win for 12th in that?
I think it was 85,000 or something like that.
Now, honestly, I'm not being funny here. I mean, obviously, it's been in the papers. You've talked about it. You had some trouble gambling or whatever, like anybody. But are you a great poker player? Do you consider
I'm pretty good.
Right.
No, I'm not great like great players are.
Are you a better player at the table than
better than average?
Right, but are you better in the room than?
Are you better than Gabe Kaplan?
In other words, was online gambling your demise?
Yeah,
that's where they got you, right?
Online is real hard because it's so fast and so.
And it's like a video game.
It is like a video,
and it doesn't seem real, like you said earlier.
Yeah, it's really weird.
You can't read people.
I mean, I tell you, man. One time when I first got into that computer stuff, it was a poker thing, and then it was a poker site, and then I was playing and stuff, and I was all tired, and then all of a sudden, like a guy came up, like a cartoon guy. It was like ding, and he was a cartoon man, and then his speak bubble, it said like, "Would you like to look at our virtual casino? Yes or no?" So then I hit yes, and then all of a sudden I'm in a casino, and he's like,
here's
pointing at a craps table,
right,
a blackjack table, and a sports book and stuff. I'm like, what? And then he's like, "Would you like to place a bet?" I'm hit yes, and then all of a sudden it was.
That was it. Yep.
Yeah,
is that how you got
crazy?
Yeah. Now,
because the sports gambling is really what crushed me more.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I got you two for a long time ago.
Oh no, I mean obviously
because that makes games so fun to watch,
dude. There's no doubt.
They're extra incentive.
Now, have you quit gambling?
Pretty well, pretty close. You get just because you get saturated by it.
Yeah. It almost becomes not fun anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
You lose the rush of it.
You do. If you do it all the time, you lose it.
You're fortunate though that you have another way of making money. You're not a degenerate gambler where you need that money to live.
No, that's true.
So you can get sick of gambling and be like, I don't need it.
Yeah.
Those poor bastards got nothing other than more gambling.
It's like a drug addiction.
Yeah. And also it's terrible when casinos show up in a city. Especially in a small place.
Yeah.
And so people that don't even know they had gambling problems get destroyed.
Yeah.
And it's always poor people,
Yeah. It's never a rich guy you see going, I lost everything in the goddamn Sixers.
Yeah.
You never hear that
The craziest I've ever heard, though, is that there was this guy, Bill Bennett, who was some Republican guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he has high limit slots.
Yeah.
Which apparently is $100 at a time and then pull the thing.
Yep.
It was crazy.
There's no way. I have a hard time with $10 minimum blackjack.
Yeah, and slots is so fast.
And I don't think you could win in slots.
Unless you win the jackpot, I don't think you can.
Well, somebody just won $1 million off of penny slots. I read that on
a penny slot.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
Wow.
There's 7,000 penny slots in a casino.
Yeah. Right.
Most people are dropping $20 to $50. So just do the math. Just do the math over 300. It's staggering.
Yeah.
I love how they say we pay out 97%.
I know, right?
Yeah, once.
Well, and it's screwed up vending too, because I'm getting into the pinball business. I'm about 30 years too late, but I figured, what the hell?
And you're not in the mafia,
right? And here in Maryland, and here in Maryland, there's all of these rules and stipulations because of these we call them cherry picker machines, and also because pinball, you could use it for gambling if you think about it.
Yeah, you could pay out if they hit the certain
right. So you got to jump through a lot of hoops. It's crazy, and not to mention the vending sticker's unbelievable. It's like $180 a year. So which I know doesn't sound like much.
Doesn't sound like much.
Yeah, but it cuts into your profit. Because I'm not going to make a whole lot of money off a pinball machine.
It's just a quarter at a time, I guess.
Well, no, you're going to charge, 75 cents?
Oh, yeah, they're not a quarter anymore.
No, not anymore.
No. Back in the good old days, Norm.
I remember that. Jeez.
You could actually get one of those blacks to put the quarter in.
What the hell?
Oh, come on.
I
that's
have a lot of
hilarious.
high scores in machines across the
What's your game?
Really?
great nation.
All right.
What's your game?
Oh, I have 2 games where I'm
You're the best?
masterful.
Which ones?
Galaga
Yeah.
and Ms. Pac-Man. And Pac-Man if I can find a Pac-Man game.
Really?
But the women have taken over.
You got the pattern?
No, I don't do the pattern. On Pac-Man, no.
Shut up.
I
Yes.
mean, I know it, but I don't do it.
Seriously.
You mean the pattern where all of a sudden it
There's a pattern
Yeah, I know.
that you can run. And
yeah, I
they
don't
just,
like doing that.
And it'll get you all the way
you
through
do a
till the end.
freestyle the whole time.
Yeah, because if you do the pattern, then you can blank like 12 screens.
Right, yeah.
I don't know.
He wants to
do
play
that.
the whole game.
I like playing. Just
Are you a pin? Do you like pinball?
I like pinball a lot. I'm not that good, but I love it. It's
Right
fun.
across the street from the club
Yeah.
tomorrow during the day. If you got, there's a pinball museum.
Oh, really?
It's
A pinball museum?
It's awesome. It's got 800 pinballs.
Oh, my God.
Dude, you'll have a blast. It's literally across the street from the.
I used to
comedy
go
club.
into because I was good at other games too, Frogger and stuff.
Right.
But I used to go into the arcades with a big thing of quarters. and
Yeah.
go, anybody want to play with kids? And everybody thought I was a pedophile. But,
Of course, that was in 2008.